The 57th book that I completed in 2023 is The Case Against Homework: How Homework is Hurting Children and What Parents Can Do About It by Sara, Bennett, and Nancy Kalish. This book took about 6 hours to read, and my grade for it is a C+. It is not a book for teachers to read. It is definitely a book for parents to read. I think, the title obviously says that, what parents can do about it. I still thought that as an educator, and an educator that is vehemently against homework, I will die on that hill. I think homework is so detrimental to our kids and detrimental to their education. But I'm not faulting it for that. What I'm faulting it for is its reliance on Harris Cooper's faulty research. Harris Cooper is a homework researcher who wrote a book called The Battle Over Homework. It was very fashionable 20 years ago to look to that book as the seminal work on homework. And in the book, Cooper concludes, this is going to sound like it's not true, but Cooper concludes that homework has no benefit at all for students K through 5, which is a conclusion that every homework researcher I know of has come to. And yet Cooper still recommends 10 minutes of homework per grade. So 10 for the first grade, 50 minutes for fifth grade. That's a lot of time. 50 minutes for a fifth grader to do homework. So Cooper first says that homework has no use and then recommends no more than 50 minutes of it for a fifth grader. Because this book relies on that research, and I mean, they must cite Cooper 50 or 60 times in the book, and then in the back of the book, when there's a section on further reading and Harris Cooper comes up again and again, they really need to be citing Alfie Kohn, who is completely against homework. That was the person, and also wrote a book at about the same time that Cooper's came out. Alfie Kohn would have been a much better person for them to look to, because this book also makes the case against homework. This book also makes the case that students shouldn't have homework, and yet they rely on Cooper's faulty research. So my grade is a C+. I do think parents would get a lot out of it. It's kind of a manual on what parents can do to help their children get out from underneath the mountains of homework that we pile on them on a daily or almost daily basis. But I do not recommend this book that highly. I think that there are much better books about homework and the abolition of homework that a parent could read, and definitely that an educator could read. Just read Alfie Kohn's book.